Our next guest plays the strong and determined Beth Pearson on the hit show This Is Us that we all absolutely love. Now she's showing us just how strong and determined she really is with her latest project, Between the World and Me. Please welcome Susan Kelechi Watson. Hi, Susan!
Hey, hey! What's up,
Welcome to the
ladies?
show! I am such a huge fan of yours.
Thank you so
All
much.
of us are
Oh,
obviously
it's so beautiful.
feeling some type of way during this pandemic, but you actually said it's helped you. How so?
You know, it's crazy. Of course, I was feeling some type of way too. I'm not going to get it twisted, but after a while, it forced you to kind of like focus. You know what I'm saying? And you had to kind of be still. Regardless. Mm-hmm. And so many of us had to be. So I found like I just started becoming more creative, like getting in touch with sides of myself that I hadn't been in touch with in a long time. And so in a way, it kind of just helped me open up a little bit into things that I hadn't been doing. I mean, like I started rapping and doing like crazy stuff. So it was like, I was in the house for a long time.
We're gonna make you freestyle at the end of this.
You know what? I've been waiting for you to come on this show for a long time because I love you. I love your character, Beth Pearson, starring opposite Sterling K. Brown in This Is Us. Now, Beth has been described as an authentic representation of Black womanhood, of Black motherhood, of Black wifehood. Do you feel a responsibility playing Beth?
I feel like I do. I feel like I'm responsible for like all the stories that I've heard about women and how they really feel in their lives outside of being a mom, outside of being a wife, because, women, we're not defined by just one label. Like we're like whole people who have like dreams, hopes, feelings,
Amen to that.
Outside of like, what we feel about our kids and our husband. And that doesn't demean those things, but it just means that we're full people. And I find a lot of times we take that for granted with men and with male characters, and we don't see that as much with women. And so I listen a lot to the stories that I hear about women who are married with kids or not. And I try to make sure that I include like the fact that she's a woman first, she's a person first, and then she's those things. So I do feel responsible for that just because I feel like that's the truth, and I'm responsible to tell the truth. So and I also feel that for myself. So I hope at the end of the day, when people come away from Beth, they feel like, they encountered like a whole, like they know Beth, and then they know her as his wife and as his mom. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned trying new things. You talked about rapping. I want to know, though, will we see you on the other side of the camera? Will you be directing anytime soon?
Our show is so good about like letting us spread our wings like that. And you may have seen like Justin and Milo have already directed. So I said, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and see how it goes and direct. And I've seen them do it, and they made it look so easy. These guys, so they gave me some courage to do it. But it is a lot, it's a lot of work. It's hard, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Well, you know what? You are being an executive producer and you're starring in your latest project, Between the World and Me. Tell us about this powerful special event and what inspired it.
We all went through this summer of like, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and we went through it in the middle of a pandemic, and it was just rough, if we just being honest. And I felt like, and I felt like I couldn't just post about it. I felt like I couldn't just, I just wanted to do more like that type of activism is sort of something really, really close to me, especially the amount of like, what that means to my culture, to my people, and how vulnerable we are. And so I got together with Ta-Nehisi and Camila and then Roger Ross, and we decided to say something about it and create a space where people can gather and like go through all these feelings together. You know what I mean? And continue the conversation because we didn't want it to stop. We didn't want it to stop at the end of the summer,
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's so dope. So listen, Susan, we actually have a sneak peek. We've got a clip of Between the World and Me. Let's check it out.
I wanted to pursue things, to know things. The pursuit of knowing was freedom to me. The black world was expanding before me, and I could see now that that world was more than just a photo negative of that of those who believe that they are white. Black people who embody all physical varieties and life stories. We were, in our own segregated body politic, cosmopolitan. The black diaspora wasn't just our own world, but in so many ways, it became the Western world itself.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you.
Just that clip alone is so powerful. You mentioned
wow,
how you
thank
attended Howard University. How did that experience shape you as a person?
I think it made me just stronger and more determined and helped me to know that, you know, that we as Black people, me as a woman, me in my own mind, my own heart, I could do something and make an imprint on this world if I choose to. You know what I mean? It's not the pressure of it, but it instilled that courage. Like, you can do that. You can say something, you know, and there's so many people who walk those halls before me. And, you know, the list is long, who are making incredible things happen today that we're so inspired by, that leaves an impression on you. And so, you know, it's really amazing that I could do this with friends of mine from Howard. And it's really amazing that we could come together and do something like this for everyone. It's a gift for us to do it. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it's something. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a gift for you to do it. It's a gift for us to receive it, and we receive it. Thank you, Susan, so much for hanging out with us today.
Ladies. Oh, I love
Between
it.
the World and Me premieres this Saturday at 8 p.m. on HBO. And of course, you can catch her on This Is Us. New episodes return early 2021, and we can't wait.